Hey guys, I'm going to show you how to make a cover one-time airbag, also known as fixed airbag, which means the seam is designed, which the seam is molded in just like the real thing, and when it rips, it rips. You can't replace it. Um, so I'm going to show you the videos on how to do that. And the first thing you'll need um foam plates. Because um, because you'll because foam plates are easy to mold and they will break. They're weak enough for the airbag to deploy out of them by ripping the cover apart. So so we'll need foam plates. We'll need this duct tape and the electric tape, masking tape, and scotch tape won't work. Regular scotch tape, regular scotch wide mouth tape would probably work, but the best bet is to go with duct tape. See how this is what it looks like. And electric tape doesn't have that good of thing. Let me find you a duct. Here it is. See, here's the difference. See how big and better it's compared to. Then here's the electric tape on the left, scotch tape on the right. See how this is. See how the size comparison differs. Plus, this doesn't have good adhesive and can't take a lot of abuse. So don't use the electric tape. Just use duct tape. And and wide mouth scotch tape would probably work too. But your best bet is to go with this. So we'll need that. We'll need an X-Acto knife kit. Like this. Utility knives and scissors will work fine, but your best bet is to use something smaller like X-Acto knives. Then we're going to, and if your handwriting is not good, you need a labeler like this and stuff. Make sure it's nothing on it. Yeah, it is. And okay, so then we're going to need garbage bags. That's mandatory. Some garbage bags, and we'll need these, of course, paper plates. And hot glue wouldn't be good for that purpose because hot glue will melt the foam and stuff and won't really work good. That's why you need duct tape for that purpose. If you're making a steering wheel to go around it, then you would. But I'm not making the steering wheel. I don't have the materials and time to do that. So, yep. So let's get on to the video. Can't wait. Alright. And yes, I will be using sharp instruments to do this. So, like this. So this is sharp enough to cut you badly, so be careful. If you're younger and want to do this, just have your parents do it for you. But since I'm older, I know how to do that. So we need to do it, and I have multiple blades on here too, so that are magnetic held. So yep, I can do that. If they shut, one of them fell off. Let me see if I can find it. There it is. One of them, this magnet that holds these in aren't that strong, so it easily falls off. So we're going to have to. Here we go. So we need this. So we're going to do this like that. So we have multiple stuff. I recommend using X-Acto knife, seeing that smaller and easier to control, but X-Acto knives are as sharp as utility knives, so just be careful. with X-Acto knives. See, there's a blade like that. Makes it, see how sharp it is. And here's a demonstration on how sharp X-Acto knives are. See. So, see, how sharp X-Acto knives will be. So, be careful, so that doesn't happen to you. So just do that. So the first thing is to figure out what car your airbag is going to be from, and and hold on, guys, I'll be back. And if you don't have an idea on how, and you have an idea on the car, but you don't have idea on the airbag, you can use it off your computer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright guys, sorry it took me so long. I had trouble getting on the internet. Well, like I said, if you are just bored of me, it's why it would take me so long, just skip to this video 10:44 to 10:44. So 10 minutes and 44 seconds both. So skip to that. And like I said, if you are, I know mine is on. It's going to be on a 1995 Chevrolet Lumina car. So if you don't know, if you know what type of car you're on, or if you want to find other airbags to do on a 2000, and you want to know exactly what happens, what the airbag cover looks like, then do it. So it's like this, right there. So so unlike me, I know how it works, so I don't need this. But if you know what type of car you're on and don't know how to do it, then go to um your media website and go on and type up the car, and it'll show you the picture of the airbag. Just type in driver's side airbag, steering wheel, and then it'll come up like this. So it'll come up like this. So, but since I don't need this, I'm going to do this. So I don't need that because I know how it's going to be. But if you don't, then you go on to your laptop or computer or whatever you have access to it. Something that has the internet so you can look it up. So here's how it works. First, you're going to pick up your cover. What we're going to do is we're going to do this, and it will help to make you have a straight line. Use a ruler or something long and do it. And make sure you get the seams straight on. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a ruler, and we're going to measure it. But if you don't have a ruler, you can use like a level or something with a straight line. So we're going to do this. We're going to make a line. We're going to make a line, gets it straight. Then we're going to come down and make another line. And it doesn't have to be 100% straight, but just straight enough. So then we're going to make another line going across. And if you goof up, you goof up. It's not that big a deal. So then we're making it on here like this, and we're using the level, or the ruler. I don't know why I said level. Then we're going to do that. Okay, this is what the frame should look like. Okay. Next, we're going to make the center. If yours is where it splits in the middle, or either vertical or horizontal, then you have to make an extra seam so you know where it splits. Then we're going to put down, and if you make a mark like I just did, just don't pay attention to it, okay? So next we're going to do this. We're going to bring down the middle piece. We're going to go and it would have, and if yours is one big piece that folds up, this other direction, just ignore this. But if you're doing like a Chevrolet Lumina or any other car airbag that splits in the center, this is recommended. So it should look like this. And stuff. Next, we're going to take your X-Acto knife. And we're going to cut a hole. We're going to slice this up. We're going to make a small seam, and your hinges have to go all the way through so it doesn't rip apart the plate as it comes out. So we're going to do kind of a nice motion, not Don't be in a rush, because then you'll screw up you're going to screw up the thing, and I don't think you want to have to go through the effort of making another airbag. So, and then this is where your duct tape comes in handy. We're going to put a little duct tape, and then you may have to adjust it to make sure it's the same size. Okay, next we are going to do and as you can see, it slipped all the way through, and then it doesn't help to kind of curve it to make it so it's a seam. As you can see, it's covered up, and you'll cover it with the plate so you won't see it. Next, we are going to do the other, using the lines as a guide that you did with your ruler or any straight object, like a level, like I said earlier. This is what it looks like. Then we're going to carefully, I recommend doing the center seam first, that way you have more support on the other side to support it, that you actually don't break it. So here goes. So then we're going to and then just make a little pick hole right in the top where it separates. That's going to make sure that you have a right thing. So and then you can go in the back and just do that. And yeah, at the end of this video, I am going to deploy it to show you how good you did. And it doesn't help to actually do it a little bit on the inside too. Alright. Oops, that wasn't good. I kind of wrecked it, but it's okay. It's good. There you go. See, this is what it should look like. You can't really see that. So then we're going to do the other side. We're going to do the top part. Right there. And we're going to do that. And then we're going to cut the other flap. This one, the flaps go, the side where the hinges goes down. That way it creates a hinges. The airbag is discharged inside there. And then you can also, there you go. Now we are going to do the flap, and we're going to do the flap. I did this similar thing when I built that Chevrolet Venture airbag. It's basically the same design, only this is from a Chevrolet Lumina. And it doesn't help to do it on the inside too. Next, we are going to do the bottom half. We did the top half. Now we're going to do the bottom half, and it's the same principle. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut a little bit deeper stuff into the airbag. There you go. we're going to cut a little bit in the duct tape if you accidentally overlapped it, but that's okay. Just let the blade cut. And make sure your fingers are away because this will cut you. Any utensil can cut you, especially if yours is an X-Acto knife, which is sharp, pretty sharp. There we go. All right. Next, we can cut from the bottom, and what's nice is you can see the ink. When you backlighted, you can actually see the ink from the pen, that makes it better using pen. You can see the line from the other side. And we also make, right where the seam is, we make a little snip. See? Make sure it's okay. And then you use the blade, the flat piece of your X-Acto knife to make the seam. It also, if I wasn't satisfied, I also have more attachments for this type of blade that came with it. So this is my first test of this. Oops. It's okay if you break it a little bit, but it's still considered fixed because the other ends aren't broken yet. But that makes it, if you have one end that breaks, that's actually better because that means that makes it so that airbag, that will break first, and then it'll pull the other half and separate. So that's good if it breaks. So, yep. Next, we're going to see, as you can see this, oops, our dog. Sorry about this video. I have to make sure our dogs needs to come and I'll be back. He barked, that shows that he needs to come in. Come on, Rusty. Come on. Sorry about this. Our dog has to have help coming in the house because once he's old and he had a couple strokes, so I have to help him. He can't get up the stairs ever since he had two strokes. One in the beginning of the year, and then another one in like October, November, and another this weekend after Christmas. Well, yesterday on 25th, he had a stroke. So. And another stroke. So he can't get in the house. But anyway, it's not about the dog, it's about there. So yep, we have this. Next, we are going to line it with duct tape, which will be the more consuming of the video. It's lining it with duct tape. And I prefer to do the tape around the airbag first. That's so it's easier. The more important pieces there is around the thing. So, guys, this is how you work it. So, next, this is what it looks like now. Next, we're going to leave it the way it is until we make the bottom piece. And the bottom piece, I recommend putting multiple plates because some of these airbags have kind of a little kickback as it comes off and can break the plate and won't come out like it should. So, put maybe 4 plates underneath there, depends on how much you have, it's okay. And then we will do this. Next, we are going to cut a hole in there, and this is the most important part. And one thing I'm going to do to make it easier, I'm going to change the blade to a bigger one. So This just pops out. And we're going to install the flap blade and see if this works better. And this is, there we go. Next, we're going to cut a hole and poke a hole. There we go. This actually wasn't the best thing, but it started it. So we're going to make a bigger, kind of a bigger. We might, you know what? We're going to put like a little scalpel plate on here. Put like a little scalpel blade in there. That'll make it easier. The flat blade is not made for doing that type of stuff. So we're going to put a little scalpel blade in there and see if this works. It's actually, hold on. We're going to actually switch it over to the, we're going to actually switch it over. And we're going to actually try the blade head in there. So I'm going to try this and see if it works. This is actually better than our flap piece. I didn't think it was, but alright. Then it doesn't hurt to help cut it the other way. This is how sharp this blade goes through. And then we're going to pop out. We're going to pop out some of this. Alright, next we are going to outline to make it even more stronger. We're going to line where I cut the hole, because now since I cut that hole, the plate's got a little weaker. So we're going to make it more reinforced by putting some duct tape. And the reason I put more plates under there is because if this were to accidentally, the first plate were to accidentally give away, it would still have more air, but it would still have another plate to hold it in. So we're going to make sure the plate is completely surrounded by tape and stuff. So, and then it doesn't hurt to do the other end of the bag where it comes through, and like this. And do this like this. This is the bottom piece where the vacuum cleaner with hose would go into. And yeah, and you say vacuum cleaner, won't that suck it out? Well, if it was just on vacuum mode, I have a blower mode to it too, so that can blow the airbag. So it looks like this. This is the piece where airbag would sit in here, and the whole hole would go through here, and then the vacuum cleaner hose would connect to there, and it would deploy it. So make sure it's pushed down good. So it should look like this, and these are the pieces that are cut out like this and like this. So we have this. So, and it doesn't hurt to connect the plates together. Just cut a small thin strip of stuff, and that'll connect the plates into one. That way it doesn't separate as the airbag is discharged. Doesn't hurt. So it looks like this. As you can see, I did a trimming and make sure that the stickiness is touching the plate so the airbag doesn't stick to it as it deploys. Next, we are going to do the labeling process. So first, Since my handwriting's not that good, I'm going to do. I'm going to cut some stuff out. And one thing I do is to make sure it's in there. It should be. The hinge that holds this down broke off, so I have to do that. Here's the built-in scissors. There we go. I'm going to put that on there. And next, I'm putting that on there. And the paper that comes out has built-in sticky, so it can stick to stuff. So just rip that off and put it on here. So, and it did break a little bit, but that's normal. It's still considered fixed because the other end hasn't broke yet. So just ignore it. It's still fixed. See? Looks like that. Next, we are going to do horn. I'm going to do the horn. Okay, clear. And since there's two horn, I'll do two copies of it. Next, clear. Oh, okay. Now we're going to do this one. See? The stickiness comes off. Alright, we've made it. Now we're going to do the other horn button. I don't know how to draw horn buttons, so I'm just going to do that. So I'm just going to do horn. We don't need this anymore because we already did it. Alright, I'll go grab it. I'll be back. Do you want to cut it or do you want me to?
I can cut it if you want me to.
Yeah, because I'm making a video.
Yeah, I know. So, I just want to get this on.
Well, you made it down the hallway. There you go. What is this? There you go. Alright. Yeah. You'll hear the motor from the electric knife, so bear with me. Alright. Next, we're going to do. And this is what it should look like. Oops, upside down. Here we go. Ah, it's still upside. I had it right the first time. It looks like it's. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. It looks. Oh, that wasn't good. I just realized something. The other horn button I put upside down. So I have to rip it off and see if it will rip off. There we go. Now we have a horn button right here. So looks like I'm gonna have to put in our horn button. So let me do it again. Okay, it's mounted right away finally. So it looks like this. It looks like it's mounted backwards, but that's the way the camera is. So it looks like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to finish now. Since we got everything done, we're going to finish covering up the rest of it. Finish and covering up the rest, and we're going to finish it after we get that in there. So we're going to put the bag in it. We're going to grab our garbage bag and expand it. And I'm going to put it through the hole like this, like so. Make sure it's all the way through. And then when it's all the way through, you can pull it up. Then what we're going to do, we're going to cut it. We're going to cut it and make little vents. Making little vents that stop it from exploding from the impact that the airbag comes out. So we did that. Next, we're going to put in a tiny bit of tape to make it look more round, since that's the way it does. Since that's the way it looks. Do the same to the other end. So it looks like that. So what we do, we bunch it up so it looks like this. We're gonna hold it until we get it in there, so it looks like that. Next, we're going to put it in there. We're going to make sure that it's okay. What we're going to do, I want to make it so it's bunched up. There we go. There we go. And it's normal to see it bulge up a little bit, but as long as it doesn't rip all the way, it's okay. Oops. This one's, I kind of messed up on that thing. So, what we're going to do, we're going to make sure it's okay, and it is. It does have vent holes that helps it keep down all the way. That helps it keep down all the way, so no air can get in. If air does get in there, it leaks right out without blowing the airbag up. Plus, that helps when the airbag is deployed to have it deflate. so that keeps it there when from coming in when it's in the steering wheel. And then that stops it from that's also stops it from um, that also stops it from um, exploding as it's deployed. So the ventils basically serve two purposes: to make sure the airway doesn't inflate when it's not supposed to inflate. If it does inflate, it leaks out right away. And then it also serves after deployment for it to vent. So we're putting in some stuff. It's the only thing that's not covered. There you go. Looks like this. See how it's bulged out a little bit, but that's okay. And we are going to go and we're going to blow it. We might as well cover up the back though too and stop that and stuff. So looks like this. So it looks like this. So basically covered up. So alright, now it's the moment you've been waiting for. So this is what it looks like. And we're going to now deploy it. Let's grab the vacuum cleaner underneath here and put the hose in the blower fluid so it'll blow. Then we're going to put it in the end, and like I said, this is a one-timer. So one time. Alright guys, now we're going to inflate it through the back. So we're going to do this. What we're going to do is, seeing that this is one timer, we're going to inflate it, pushing it like this. Alright, so then as it deploys, this is what it'll look like. And one thing it'll help is to make sure that the bottom theme deploys as well. Alright, here it goes. So we're going to push it up a little bit right down there, and we're going to fit our hose in there. And then now we have, it did actually open up a little bit, but that's okay. But it's still considered fixed because it all didn't open up. So there it goes. So here it goes. It's normal for it to bulge up a little bit because it has an airbag in it that's wanting to push it up. So 3, 2, 1. See? There you go. Now it's done with. You can't deploy it anymore. See? So it looks like that. See? That's what it looks like. So, yep, looks kind of like that. Created a flap. So created a flap kind of. See? It's a flap. So it's deployed. So here it looks like. So yep. I hope you enjoyed this. So yep, I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching.